In today's video, we are going to be talking about the Pythagorean Theorem. Now, the Pythagorean Theorem states that for any right triangle, you can find the sides with the given equation, a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. Right? So where the a and b are the two shorter sides, which we call legs of the triangle, right? So a and b legs, and then c is called the hypotenuse. Or you can call this the long side of the triangle. Now this equation is for any right triangle. So that can be your general right triangle. So we have like 90 here. We'll say this is like, I don't know. We'll say this is 35, and then we'll say this is, what is that? So that would be 35, this would be 55, right? Or it can be for a 30, 60, 90 triangle, which has a special rule that we will get into later. So still have that right angle. You see it looks a little bit different than the general triangle, right? So this would be 90, this would be 60, this would be 30. So this is what we call our 30, 60, 90 triangle. And then we have an isosceles right triangle. So this is where the two sides are equal to each other. So we have one going this way, we have one going this way. We'll say those are about the same. Now with an isosceles triangle, it's going to be 90, 45, and 45 degrees. They will have the same angle or same length for the legs. And then we'll do this right here. Isosceles. Right triangle. Right, and let's just kind of, test this Pythagorean theorem equation, right? So I'll do it a different, no, we won't do a different color. But let's take a, right, which is 1 squared plus the square root of 3 squared is equal to 2 squared. 1 to the power of 2, that's 1, plus the square root of 3 to the power of 2, that's 3. Square root of 2, or sorry, the power 2 to the second power is 4. And this would give us 4 equal to 4. Let's look at this isosceles right triangle here. This is 1 squared plus 1 squared equal to the square root of 2 squared. This is 1 plus 1 equal to 2, and then it's 2 equal to 2. All right. So now let's do a practice problem, right? let's say I have a general right triangle. We'll say this is 3, this is 4, but we don't know the length of the hypotenuse. So I want you to take a minute, see if you can apply the equation, the Pythagorean Theorem equation, to find the hypotenuse of this triangle. All right, now that we took a minute to pause, let's go ahead and write our equation on the board. It's a squared equal to b squared equal to c squared. So here we have, this is going to be our a. The shortest leg is typically a, and the longer leg is b. It doesn't necessarily matter, but for the sake of simplicity, that's normally how questions would be written. Right, so we have 3 squared plus 4 squared equal to c squared. This is 9 plus 16 equal to c squared. This is 25 equal to c squared. And then we take the square root of both. So 5 is equal to c. And that is our hypotenuse.